We continue to celebrate our small businesses as we kick off Small Business Week, but there's plenty of different ways they are supported, not only by our patronage in our community, but also by larger businesses and efforts across our community to help them bolster their business, grow, and develop, especially in those early years. That includes the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program that affects many of our local businesses potentially right here in Greater West Bloomfield. Joining us to talk about that is the outreach coordinator for the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses, Destiny Williams, on today's edition of the Splash Live. Destiny, thanks for joining us.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you on to talk about this because this is an important initiative. It's an initiative that is along the lines of something that can be really helpful for our small businesses across the local community. So just give us an overview of the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program.
So yeah, I'll do my quick, I call it my quick and dirty 5 minute sell for it. So the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program, we are a program for established small businesses. We are not beginner friendly. We are a program for businesses who know their roots, they know who they are, and they have built this baby from ground up, or a mom and pop shop who inherited this business, and they are ready to take their hands off the steering wheel. That is what our program specialty is. We like to say our unofficial motto is we want to teach you how to work on your business, not in your business. We do that by offering classes at Wayne State University's campus, and the classes run 14 weeks. Each day, each week while you're in the class, you are working literally on your business. You are doing a deep dive into your finances, how to forecast your finances, how to make that alluring language to lenders, how to hire. We go through a very deep dive in HR best practices, how to hire. And also we have attorneys come in. We talk about that ugly side of how to fire, but in a healthy way for your business, and terminating that employee. We do a very high deep dive overview. Our alumni always say that after you go through our program, you will literally never think about your business the same again. We definitely take you out of your business because we believe it's very important to do that high level overview of being able to see your business, not just from the kitchen or from the consulting chair, but from that CEO mindset. So that is what our program specialty is. We have a 97% graduation rate, and we have been in Detroit for the last 10 years. Our program, on a national average, because we are also a national program, our participants have said, and within 6 months of graduating, they have grown their business 3 times the national average and has hired twice as fast. And that is from our program efforts, which is fully funded by the Goldman Sachs Foundation.
And that's what's important about something like this is this effort kind of takes sort of the training wheels off of these businesses that have been established and have been able to maintain themselves for a number of years. But look, small businesses, they form in a number of different ways. Not everybody that builds a small business was a business student or has an MBA or has been an executive in some role in some other company in the past. And so, what specifically about this program helps to be such a game changer for these company leaders to ultimately take their business to that next level?
Literally, it starts from day one. So our program, like I said before, offers classes at Wayne State University.
Mm-hmm.
Our classes are from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And while you're there, you're working on your class. And when I mean day one, we jumping you right in. You are full on in Goldman Sachs classes for 14 weeks. And we do tell our businesses off the bat, you are only allowed to miss one class session while you're in our program. So you already put those mechanisms in place so you can have your staff ready for you to be absent. And that's what you need to do, regardless if you're taking our program, whatever you're planning to do with your business in order to grow it, you need to have those mechanisms in place for if you were to leave, because that's the reality. Life happens. You're going to go on vacation. You may have a sick loved one. You're going to have to leave that seat of founder, CEO. So to make sure your business is going to thrive without you. And that's what we do from day one. And we also provide business advisors that really will have a nice, handsome consulting fee, but Goldman Sachs Foundation pays for them as well while you're taking the class. And our participants meet with them an hour each week. And you have this amazing support system of other businesses that are just like yours. So I know I always hear from small businesses that it's kind of a lonely island. If you're a small business, you're doing really well. Like if you're making 50K, 1 million, you're doing really well, but it's not all the time a lot of businesses right next to you that are in that same seat. Our class provides you with an equal footing. So you're with different industries, but all of you are doing amazing, great things and can support each other. I think those three factors really make for our program to be something special.
More information on the 10,000 Small Businesses program through Goldman Sachs can be found on their website at goldmansachs.com. That's Goldman, SACHS.com. Go ahead, Destiny.
It's Goldman. You can find our information at 10ksbdetroit.com.
Okay.
It is 10ksbdetroit.com. We are currently accepting applications for our September cohort, and that application deadline is June 1st. We have a rolling application, so we will never, ever close our applications, but if you would like to be considered for our September program, please apply by June 1st, and you can apply at 10ksbapply.com or 10ksbdetroit.com.
Okay, again, 10ksbdetroit.com. Think about it, 10,000 Small Businesses Detroit, 10ksbdetroit.com for local information on the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program. And you mentioned it earlier on, the networking that is built in this, the consulting that helps to teach a lot of these business owners some of those big skills they need to be able to take their business to the next level, take that step back and kind of have that bird's eye view level that a CEO or a president really needs to have. How important is it to be able to build that network, not just with these experts that are helping you take that next level, but with other small businesses too for potentially future collaboration?
Oh, it is extremely important. The hard lesson that someone took 5 years to learn that you can learn in a 10-minute conversation, that's an incredible value that you can't evaluate. Like you really need to networking, having small businesses know exactly where the grants are, that know exactly how to maneuver, how to write that employee handbook. That is absolutely priceless. We have we are almost at 1,000 alumni in our network. And if you actually want to hear about our alumni, follow us on LinkedIn at 10KSB Detroit. Follow us on LinkedIn, and we just graduated a cohort. So you'll see a lot of amazing testimonies for how we transform businesses and their viewpoint. So go on our LinkedIn page, and they will share it way better than I ever could.
Destiny, this all sounds great. For our small business owners, especially those that have, like you said, established a business but are looking to take that next big leap forward. But everyone wants to know about the results. That's what really matters in all this. What are some of the notable achievements or those notable big steps forward that businesses that have participated in this event recently and in the past have been able to make?
So yeah, one of our alumni, we have a number of alumni, small businesses, and very major nonprofits. Build Institute in Detroit is one of our alumni. They are one of our alumni ambassadors. And if you have not ever heard of Build Institute, please check them out. They're amazing for startups, small businesses who are looking to get their feet wet. So Build Institute, they went through our program, and everyone has to have a growth opportunity. However you see your business to grow, whether that's opening up a brick and mortar, whether that's franchising, going international, however you see your business growing, whether even it's succession planning or if turning the business over to a loved one. Their growth opportunity was to open up a brick and mortar. So throughout the 14 weeks, everything you can imagine, all those minute details to open up the brick and mortar, they did in the classroom. So we talked about financing, when we talked about how much you need, how much do you expect to lose in the first 2 years of opening up that brick and mortar? Who do you need to hire to open up that brick and mortar? How much do you need their salary to be profitable? How can you bring your program's mission into your growth opportunity? And I mean, every single minute detail was in their plan to open up their brick and mortar. So much so that they were able to actually do it last year. And it was every minute action step detail where their whole company and their whole staff was able to take part and opening up that brick and mortar without it was a very seamless transition. And they did come up with that plan. Well, they already wanted to open it up, but that strategy, those action steps came up in the classroom.
You can find even more information on their website, 10ksbdetroit.com. Again, that is 10ksbdetroit.com. Destiny Williams is the outreach coordinator for the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses Program, joining us today on the Splash Live. And Destiny, as we have a couple more minutes with you, I want to ask you about what ultimately is that litmus test for success out of this program for these small businesses.
What do you mean the litmus test?
What do you ultimately, how do you measure the impact of the program on these small businesses and their progress going forward? And when they come out of this program, what do they believe and what is ultimately the goal for them on the other side?
Oh, growing your business. We want to establish more businesses in Detroit. We want to create jobs. And that's how we're going to do it with small businesses. We want you to be able to hire, and we want you to be able to grow your revenue. Our whole mission is to really grow the Detroit economy, and we do that by supporting small businesses. And our program has had data-driven measures where we see 6 months after you graduate, our alumni are 3 times more likely to hire and triple their growth than small businesses of their size and stature that have not been through our program.
10ksbdetroit.com is the place to go if you're interested in taking those next big steps forward with some help from Goldman Sachs, Wayne State University, and experts in business across our local community. Destiny, thank you so much for your time.
No problem. You guys have a great one.